bathing suit already, and I'm just gonna practice it. Maybe it's a good stopping point. Right, so Sunday is full of fun day, right? And whatever your fun day looks like, right? Let's put it together with this. And as promised, finishing my last sentence for previous. We might re-examine that inversion from yesterday. Right, so just take a moment to have your eyes be closed, to be tall, and to be full of the energy that is exciting. Right, so in participation with the practice of knowing more about that divine experience of self-love. Noting, right, so from the notes of yesterday, taking cues from organizing, right, putting things in their place or having a place for things to be, right? So home is the place that we honor, though today we might be more outside. Right? Sundays offer us a place to explore, right? And when we explore from a place such as a day like Sunday, we explore a heart space. It's not always in sort of a residential location. We're in the sort of the place that is the deep seed, right? So think more hunter-gatherer to celebrate the home. So we go out and bring our joy in little parts and particles and nutrients to feed the seed. Right? We'll use some of this practice to maybe sort of soften the seed in order to receive, right? So making ourselves more receptive, and whatever way it takes, right, to be open, stay open, to nurture openness. And allow your hands to come together in your heart. And bow gently to yourself, to your space. Release your hands and open your eyes. All right, so this is good. We're gonna get a little bit more into the glutes today, and I've been feeling where my glutes have been showing up post-practice, so I'm not mad at that. It's actually been a pretty great opportunity to feel those things change. So maybe you can reflect similarly. Right? It's Sunday practice, powerful 5 minutes. When you get to your mat, right, find your place, right? We're starting with some width. Of course, you can always change that, so you don't have to be sort of stuck to any certain part of your mat. So when I make references front and back, front is what's in front of you, back is what's behind you. So that part of your brain, when you sort of switch that on, you don't have to be stuck to what the screen is telling you or what you feel like sort of where you began is not always where you finish, right? So we're going down into that little place where we can go on the thighs. My hands are on my knees, and it's not just to sort of kind of bow out of supporting my upper body, but it also gives you that nice opportunity. So in this, we're going to do a couple cat-cows in your wide straddle. So in the cat part, right, you're going to tuck the chin, and you'll notice your elbows are going to wing out a little bit. Your tailbone's going to kind of act as though it's tucking through your legs. And then when you go into the cow version, right, your chest lifts, and you get this crazy arch in the low back without jamming or slamming, right? So we're not forcing. And you go into a couple more like this. So the distraction from the leg work, and this is a really easy way to hurry into a warmth of the legs and a readiness in the hips, is just that sort of flowing space where the heart is, right? The spine. So you're going nice and smooth through your own inhales and exhales. You don't need to count. I'll just let you know when we're kind of coming to a close on this. So keep moving on your own cue, right? Your inhales to open. You'll notice your shoulders drop down in this one. And your exhale to round, and your shoulders kind of wrap to the outsides of your ribs on the exhale. The inhale feels like a little lift, like you're sticking your butt out. And you notice right here, so you're nurturing from many places right here. So I could kind of really go into the talk time that would take a lot of verbiage just to describe that we're not doing a simple thing right here, but we're getting sort of a big impact in sort of the whole sort of component of the sort of lived experience of the body. right? Next time when you come to your inhale, pause here, right? We're gonna do a couple tap downs. So the right finger is tapped down to the left inner foot, and then you inhale up to center, right? So go wide arms, left foot, right arm up. Inhale, center. Exhale, left arm up. Inhale, center. 2 more each side. So there's exhale here, right arm up. Inhale to center. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up. Inhale, center. Exhale, getting that shake, left hand down, right arm up. Inhale, center, and then one more time, both sides. Right hand down, left arm up. Inhale, center. Left hand down, right arm up. Inhale, center, and then we're gonna come up. You're welcome. Keep your toes point out and push down to your toes. Lift your heels slightly to go up into a little bit of a releve, right? If that's what you like. When your exhale comes down and you bend your knees, arms go up. All right, we're gonna do 2 more of those. So when you come up, right, you can go down with the arms, up with the heels, pointed through the toes. Exhale, bend through the knees, up through the arms. 1 more like that, right? Inhaling up, and you're exhaling to sit. Now you're gonna go over to your right leg, right? So we're just gonna go to a pyramid pose to fold into that right leg, and then you're gonna bend in that right knee, right? So you're getting a little bit of those warrior legs. Inhale to come up, around, over, left leg, and then fold. So maybe here, once you start to really get into this, you get the sort of the action of the hamstrings and start to feel what the work is like in all those places that are sort of very felt after the work that came before, okay? Left knee bends. And then pick this up. We come up, around, we go center, and then go over to the right again. Sorry, let me admit some of our new friends. Yeah. So you're back to that right leg. You're gonna bend that right knee, and this one's a little different. Right arm goes up, and just for the sake of time, let's get a little bit more sort of core engagement. So as that right arm reach forward, tuck left knee, right elbow, step it back, let that right arm pick you up, and you're gonna go for a little twist further over that right shoulder. So right hand back to left leg, left arm up to the sky. And then you wrap this around through center. Now we're going turn on that left heel towards the left leg. It's just a forward bow, right? The right heel stays down, right? So grounded, just enough time, feeling, right? Left knee bends, left arm goes up, okay? And then there's a nice little reach in that left arm first, so we're not kind of getting so concentrated in the center, but we're bringing what's sort of outward, right? Out by the hand and out in that right foot to tuck, right? So you get that nice, strong place here. Return, right foot back. When the left leg straightens, it presses you up to go over the left shoulder, left hand back to the right leg, right arm up to the sky. So it's kind of a twisted, lifted version of a triangle pose. And we go up through the middle. We're gonna take that little sort of lift through the heels and arms up to the sky. And a little exhale to sit. Hands go back to the knees. All right, I know I don't want to blast you into the glutes too quick, too fast, too hard, but we are going there, right? So you're gonna go over to the right leg. This one is going left heel up, so you can go back, three-legged dog, hip open. And then allow your exhale to bring that right foot back, that space between your hands. And you're gonna take that right arm up to the sky. There's your twist again, a little bend in that left knee. And then you're gonna go into a little extra tuck here. Left knee, right. Right, come back, left foot down. As you straighten that right leg, go back up. Heart turns, right hand back, left leg. Right, so I have my right hand more to the top of that left thigh. And the left arm reaching. You might even feel sort of engagement from the lower abdomen all the way up to the hand. Oh, come up all the way around. You're in center. Knees bend. Hold them. Okay. So this is kind of like our, we're gonna call this our rest place, right? Because I'm a monster, right? So you have this feeling like You do get a little break. There we go, music sound. On my side, please. Turn over to that left leg. You're lunging to the left foot, you're back, and you're up, and you're open to a three-legged dog. Right, so as you push into that right foot, right, you can feel it lift up into your right hip and open through your left. Right, get a little spin through the left ribs. Awesome. Left foot comes back between the hands, left arm goes up, little bend in that back knee just to kind of give yourself the space so you're not jamming this into your low back. Left arm reach, right knee tuck. Right, so it's a sweet little sort of a low flamingo. Okay, right foot steps back, heel down, and then left arm lifts you up to turn over your left shoulder, left hand to the right leg, push down to the feet. Think of that, the releve action that we did of the lift the heels, right? That feeling like you almost want to lift your into tiptoes to kind of draw energy up through the front aspect of the legs. And you get that turn, right? Over the shoulders, heels in, hips down. All right, get a little bit more into our other actions and shapes that we're going towards, right? Go towards that right foot lunge, right? You're gonna go back, three-legged dog, hip open. Okay, then come forward again, tuck your knee in towards your face, face to knee. Go three-legged chaturanga, right leg up, elbows bend, then straighten the arms, tuck the knee, place the foot, and lift that right arm. Okay, you get a little bit more sweep back towards the space behind you, so you kind of feel maybe your left knee is almost to the floor. Right arm forward, left knee tuck. This is different. Right hand down, half moon pose, left arm up. Okay, now you're stepping back to warrior two. So you get back, there you are, right palm up, reverse warrior. And we'll include, right, when the right leg comes up, straightens, go over, so we're going into those helicopter arms, over the right shoulder, right arm towards the back, down to your left leg, left arm up. This is different, right knee bends. So it's like a reverse warrior twisted. OMG, right? Come up, straighten that right leg, come through center, and then we go for another little sort of sit into the hips. Whew. Right? So, just kind of letting some of this messaging, right? You think of like sort of the actions of your movements. Not only do we message from the brain up to the body to go into our reach and our sort of conscious voluntary muscle action, right? But let sort of the stimuli, right? Here is maybe your mat, the floor, maybe the heat in your space, right? Come into the body. So bring that information in, let it be nurturing too. Right, we're going to the left leg. Lunge to the left foot. Back to three-legged dog, hip open. Right, all the cute things that sort of give you that space to appreciate. Awesome. Come forward, tuck the knee to face, face to knee. And then go three-legged chaturanga. Elbows bend, left leg up. Okay, arms straight, left foot step, left arm lift, and maybe even a more sort of dynamic turn and twist. Okay, left arm reach forward, right knee tuck. There's that. Push into that left foot, open this up, half moon pose. Whee! Right, and this is a float, so your left leg holds you as much as it can, as long as it can, to place you to your warrior two, and you can continue that, right hand grabs that right leg to go into your reverse warrior. Okie dokie. This one comes up, left leg straightens, and you're going over that left shoulder, right? If you need help on this turn twist, your right foot could go wider to the right at this point. Left hand to that back right leg, right arm up, tailbone's tucking so you're not cramming this into your low back, and then left knee bends. It's almost like we're shaping ourselves back to center, to the middle. That's shaping us to more of the that turn of the chest that comes in through warrior one. Oh, feeling okay? Yeah. Take the heels wide now so the feet are parallel and your chest is going to go forward. right? Hands are gonna touch the floor, but the arms are nice and straight. And you're gently here, just going to swish the shoulders. And you don't necessarily need to look at the screen for this, but if you're to kind of notice right here, the entire sort of movement and path of this action is through the shoulders and through your spine. And your legs are not moving at all, right? So if you did glance at the screen right here, you would see that my hips have like hardly any movement. It goes from the feet through the legs up into the pelvis, and that all just kind of stays there. Okay? Then very gently let the elbows bend so that you can go into a deeper forward bow. Awesome. Inhale to a flat back. We're gonna walk over to your right foot so you get that little pyramid pose, so there's that straight right leg again. And then when you bend that right knee, that's when you go lunge. Left foot, left heel goes up. Okay? Back to three-legged dog. Open hip. This is different. We're taking the right foot to the outside of your right hand. Awesome. Lean into that. Take your left foot outside to your right hand. Left foot outside left hand. Right foot steps back. And then left leg goes back into an open hip, three-legged dog. Okay? Lean your weight forward, your breath forward, out to the fingers, and then left foot outside left hand. So we're just repeating that. Into the left foot so the right leg becomes weightless. And then you choose where and how fast and how pretty and neatly your right foot lands to the outside of your right hand. Come to a little bit more squatty little moment here in your chair pose. And then you're turning over your shoulders, right hand, left hand. Bring your butt to the floor. This is either your jam or you're gonna be very, very mad. Don't be mad, right? We can always modify. So right here, you're in a sort of a high boat. Let your fingertips touch the floor. So you can, yes, put your hands flat to the floor, but you will engage more of what's essential in this exercise, this movement, by being on fingertips, because it promotes more responsibility in the place that we're actually focusing on. And right here, we're just tapping heels, tapping heels. Tap them again, so they lower, they come back up. As they tap, see if you can come back up a little higher in the legs, right? Just 3 more like that. Down on the exhale, up on the inhale. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. One more time. Exhale down, point the toes or flex them, whatever works for you. Inhale up, and now this exhale, we're going down to a low boat. Right, you're gonna keep your legs there, and you're gonna inhale up just through the chest. Legs stay into low boat. You're coming up into half high boat in the upper body. So you can see there's like a little angle here. Low boat, the whole body. High boat, half the body. You're welcome. So you can do whatever with your arms, your hands, not for momentum, but as a promotion, right? So I face my palms down in low boat. And when I'm coming up to that half high boat, I'm going to turn my palms up, supination, if you will, elbows bent. One more of those. Exhale down, inhale up, let the heels go to the floor, lift the arms to the sky, right? So you're in, we call this staff pose, right? So it's just it's an L shape while seated. It's pretty sweet. Right hand, go back behind you. You're gonna turn your toes to the right, and then you're gonna lift. So you get this nice side plank. Then you're gonna take left elbow and right knee to tuck. So tuck them in, right? And then you're gonna take left hand back to the mat, and then open the hip. You might have to switch that, fix the right hand to get to three-legged dog. Open. Okay, step the foot between your hands. Awesome. Left knee down, right arm up. There's your twist. Right arm forward. Now it's left knee into touch. Super good. Push that into half moon pose. And then nice float, right? The right arm comes up to slowly place you. Go warrior 2. Right? Level the hips. I know sometimes the hip hikers dominate on that left side. So you have to choose, and we'll call it the space of yoga, right? Our environment at the moment, to take the stimuli in and let it just kind of inform the balance of your pelvis. Reverse warrior. Awesome. When you come up, straighten the right leg, and you're going over, turning, right hand goes back, left leg, right? Left arm up. Here's a nice sort of opening, so you can really sink back into it, and then allow right knee to bend. Let's go. Right? We're going back, left hand to the floor, right arm to the sky. So good. And then you're going to go back, right hand to the inside of that right foot. There's your balance. Right heel is going to go back, out, and wrap it around the left front of that left leg. You're going to go into a little squishy now. Left arm goes back up. You can sit this, and then the butt comes to the floor, and you unravel this into your high boat. Yay and sorry, right? Low boat, right? Just being ready for the beach, right? Come back up to high boat, heels down, right? You can make an adjustment if you need to. Staff pose, high up. Ooh. Maybe you hear the song, maybe you don't. It's for all of us. Over the left shoulder, switching sides. So left hand back behind you to the floor, both toes turn to the left, and you use that as sort of almost a scoop to switch, to sweep, to come up. Right, so the side plank, I still have my left foot in front of the right foot. So this is a great way of unwinding this. Go into the tuck, elbow and knee, to the floor, right hand, and then fix the left hand if you need to get into your three-legged dog. Open hip. Okay, left foot between the hands. Right knee to the floor. Left arm up and open. Okay, left arm reach forward. Right leg tuck in. There's your tuck. Again, right? So we're getting lots of these tucks. And it will be no surprise if, you just start noticing, because we do these things playfully, that the results, stepping back to warrior two, is you just get this amazing tight core. And it's not about sort of counting numbers and reps and feeling like you have to put all this kind of like arduous work in. You just get it because you're having fun. So I hope that's your case, right? Right hand to the right leg, left arm reach. So that's reverse warrior. Okay, come up, left leg straightens. You're gonna do that little cartwheel spin helicopter around, left hand to right leg. You lean into the right foot, but from the left foot, right up into that right arm. Left knee bends. Oi, oi, oi. Awesome. You're gonna come up. Very good. Right hand down, left arm forward, and then left hands to the inside of that left foot. All right, so this is kind of like a push. Hands are touching the floor. Left heel tucks in, goes back around that right leg, and that's when you get into the squishy. So the right knee bends. You're going to go down to that left hip. It's kind of a cute little opportunity, right, to feel the stability of your left shoulder, and a little squeeze from left ribs to right hip. Right, butt goes to the floor, and you unravel that into your high boat. I hope that made sense, right? Low boat. Right here, you're going to pull the right knee in, left leg is straight. Right, and then you're going to take the arms over the head and just the left leg up. And try to keep your right knee there and pull the left toes to your hands. You're getting a hamstring stretch. So I'm grabbing my toes with my fingers, keeping my right leg right where it is. It's mostly knee above hip. And you're getting this nice hamstring stretch, the left leg over. Okay, come back to your high boat. Right, lower down to low boat. Now it's left knee bends, knee above hip, right paw goes up, arms over the head, and just kind of making the hands like the bait to see if you can pull that right leg to meet the hands, and then use your hands to stabilize the leg. Your head can go to the floor, and you're just breathing into the experience of the back of that leg. So, right, you don't have to feel like you're forcing hard work into this. You're welcoming sort of that peaceful act of your practice, right? When you let go of the leg, it's still controlled. You go forward to come up, right? Feet go wide so that they're as wide as the mat. Take your hand behind you, right hand, and you're gonna go nice reach, tabletop, right? So both feet are grounded, Awesome. Now you're going left elbow and right knee to touch. Right foot comes off the floor and kick it over to that space behind you. And then you're gonna come back in. Elbow and knee, foot to the floor, left hand to the floor. Left hand's behind you. First we're going to that bridge. The right arm is going to a reach, hips up. And it's a very soft shift, so you kind of feel going from the left hand to the right foot. Right elbow comes to the left knee. Then you can take that left foot off the floor and then push it underneath and thread it through. So mine's touching my wall. I shouldn't be touching it with my dirty foot because I just painted that wall. Right elbow and knee come back. Replace the left foot. Replace the right hand. Now you have a full setup for your even version of a tabletop, right? So hips come up, chest lifts, chin lifts. And that's also a very refreshing place to be. All right, so let's come back, hips to the floor. I'm turning to the front so you just get an idea of what this looks like. So same thing as before, it's a high boat, hands touching, but now we're gonna do a little windshield wiper. So legs, my heels are not touching the floor, they're hovering. Come back up, highest point, high boat, and then over to the right. Inhale up, very, very close, over to the left. Super nice. Right, inhale up, over to the right. Inhale up, over to the left. Right, we have two more on each side. All the way up, not moving fast, all the way around to the right. That's one, and back over one. One more. Up, around, over, touch. Up, around, over, left. Right, back, center. Right, we go out, wide, touch. Back up, high boat. Right, still not really landing. I'm in a high boat here, out touch, center, one more, out wide touch, and together, right? You're back at your mat, heels go down, heart goes up. We're gonna finish this jam right here on this one. Turn over to that right shoulder, right hand behind you. And because we know we have to make this adjustment, if you could take all the work you've done in your twisting and really, truly take your right hand all the way over to that side of the mat, right? So the opposite side of the mat. So it's really gonna place your right shoulder back. So when you lift up, you're in side plank and your right hand is right where you need it, rather than needing to make an adjustment, but you still can always do that, right? So left arm's reaching, left elbow, right knee touching, right? And then for a moment here, spread this out. Push that right leg even farther out to the right, left arm way out to the wall left. And then as you come back, left hand to the mat, right knee tucks. Super cute, go back, three-legged dog, open hip. Oi, 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 yeah? Okay, right foot place between your hands. Left knee goes down. So this is kind of tying in a little bit of that extra work we did yesterday and bringing some of that sort of sweet stuff, because revisiting is always kind of nice, because the first time is usually like sort of a wah-wah, and now we're gonna really enjoy that we can do, right? It's familiar in our body at least. Release the foot, right arm go forward, tuck the knee, right elbow, left knee, push, half moon pose. Okay, and then you're gonna very gently, first you're gonna come up to stand on the right leg, lift that left knee. So give it a nice little sort of a moment of pause. And then you're gonna very gently open this up so you can fall back into a warrior two, fall with control. Right palm turns up, reverse warrior. Inhale, come up, right leg straightens. We're going helicopter around that right shoulder, right hand to left leg, left arm reach. Okay, this one is right knee bend, and then keep your back heel down if you can. Bring that left elbow forward to the outside of your right knee, turn the chest, right? Pick up your right arm, and then reach it forward. Right, and then so you can kind of choose how deep do you kind of sit in your stars if you're wearing a star rating suit. Sit in the booty. Find the pinky toe of that back left foot grounding. Changes a lot about this shape. Okay? Take this to a regular triangle pose. The right hand down, left arm up, and then left hand to the floor. Right, you'll bend the right knee because we're actually taking this to a three-legged chaturanga here. So the left heel goes up, the right leg goes up, chaturanga, and we go up dog. Guess what? This is our first up dog of this class today. OMG. Back to down dog. Very good. Okay, so in order for us to start where we were before, we have a little sort of a task, right? So look forward to your hands. You're going to bend your knees. In preparation, belly pulls in. You can sit way, way back low. You're going to hop your feet to the outsides of your hands. There you go. Kick up the arms. Sweep them out. Reach back. Find the floor. And then booty tap. Down to the floor. Not even tap, it's a land. We're going out wide. Tap. Pick them up. High boat. Legs together. Tap down. High boat. Low boat. Right? Come up, and then you're going to see me do this with no hands. Take your legs all the way over right and down, and up, all over left, and down. It's a little sloppy, I know. Up into center, and then down to low boat. All right? And when you come up, heels to the floor. Finishing left side, right? So we're going to finish the whole practice with our inversion from yesterday, right? This one's left arm goes up. As it goes around your shoulder, find the side of your mat, which is at this point on the right side of your body, right? So it's left leg, toes turn left, right arm reaching. Okay, this is a nice sweet reach, so appreciate that. Pretty sturdy. Right elbow, left knee touching. Looks good. Right hand to the floor, left leg back, up and open. Oi, 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 right? That's nice. Left foot steps forward, between your hands, right knee down, left arm up, there's the space. Okay. Left arm reach, right knee tuck, and then right leg reach, half moon pose, right arm up. Remember, this one is a little bit of a sort of a little lift, little moment, so right knee's gonna tuck in as you come to stand, so it's a big, huge kind of rotation on that standing leg. And you start to open the hip as you gently, with control, land back, warrior two, and tip back, reverse warrior. Whoa. Yeah. Left leg straightens, come up, around, there's your helicopter arms, left hand to right leg, and right arm takes up. Right, it's 3 legs, so make sure you've activated your quads here. Left knee bends. Oh, careful of your balance. Right? Pinky toe that back foot. Keep that back heel down unless it's absolutely necessary. That's your left leg. What you notice, it's a different shape with a lift it or the lunge leg as it is as a warrior leg, but not impossible, right? Not a problem if it's just a little tight here, right? So keep your attention on the right pinky toe down to the floor. Right, back inner thigh, up booty, left side ribs, and out through left arm. Ugh. It's good. Right, left hand down, right hand down, then right arm up, triangle pose. Yeah, and right here in triangle pose, you're gonna notice that it's your choice to kind of wrap that outer left hip down to give yourself space from the under left ribs to the top of that left pelvis, right? If you didn't, it would just be squeezing up underneath your armpit and kind of giving you a little sort of sensation of a stitch, right? Right hand down, left knee bends. This is your 3-legged chaturanga. Left leg goes up, elbows back. Okay, go up dog. Yay, so we've got officially 2 up dogs in this practice today. And then go for down dog. That's good. You're gonna come forward to plank pose, and then lower your knees to the mat. Right, and you can come to stand on your knees for a sec, or we would time. Okay, perfect. We have one last pose that's gonna sort of like wrap the whole thing up and give us that feeling of really kind of like sealing the deal, right? So we have this idea of like the spectrum of the class, and so every little category in the sort of the complete light spectrum, right? Has been touched on, right? So this is our inversion. And so like yesterday, right? I suggested yesterday that you fold your mat over, and that's just for the top of your head, depending on where you are, so however your home is. And again, I'll just go through the steps just in case you missed it yesterday, right? So as you spread your fingers and place your hands, right, making sort of the information known, what your floor is like. I have a really old building, and my floor slants a little bit, so you want to make sure that you're not inadvertently sort of throwing yourself off just by the environment, right? So take your cues, right? When my head comes to the floor, it's coming out in front and placing, right? And so you might have to fix the hands too, crawl in a little bit with your knees. And you get this feeling, and you can look, elbows have to pull in. They're gonna wanna fall out. This is kind of a natural state of the shoulders and arm position, right? So they wanna always go to that easy place. You have to really engage, tuck, pull the shoulders up towards the sky, so away from your ears, then tuck your toes and straighten the legs. Okay, climbing one knee and the other knee right above your elbows to your triceps, right? So it's like a little shelf, and you're fine if this is just you. You can even practice this. Bring your left knee to meet the right knee, and then just holding into each other. Bring your left knee back to the left arm. Bring your right knee to the left knee. And go back, go right elbow, right knee, left leg up to the sky. Right, and as you push into your hands, that's when your right knee comes up, and you can see if you can cross over and bring your right elbow to your left, your right knee to your left elbow. Bring it back down, right? Bring the feet to the floor. So of course, through that sort of sequence, we need a break between the other side so you don't lose your mind, right? And it's all about keeping everything in check, right? So it's very sweaty in here. And you also have to mind that as an environmental cue if you're really slippery, and I tend to get that way too, in your upper arms. And if you're asking something of your practice which requires you to hold parts of your body together that are very slick, make accommodations, right? So some people wrap their shoulder or their upper arm with a towel, so there's like a landing pad, right? So we need a little friction, but we still need tone. Right, so we're not landing to stop, we're landing so that we're secure, right? So that's a good point to make. We're gonna try the other leg. I don't see anyone on the screen right now because I think you like the anonymity of not being visible, and that's absolutely fine. So wherever you are in this, right? So take your time, pace this out. I'm not meaning to rush. We actually don't have any cutoff points, so we're fine if this takes a little bit more time. All right, so I'll talk through it again just to go through the other leg. So you'll take it or leave it, right? So hands placed and they're comfortable under your shoulders, but that doesn't mean they're directly under. They might be a little wider. So you might find that to be an accommodation that suits just sort of where you're at. So note that. Head to the floor, and also finding a comfortable place for that, right? If you're too far to the forehead, you're gonna jam into your neck. If you're too far to the back of your head, you're gonna jam into the chin and probably the shoulders. There is a halfway point, right? So you can half it and knead it somewhere where you're like, oh, I barely feel this. And then you can really go into hands, hold, press, push, elbows in, core engaged, toes tucked, knees lift. Right, now I'm going right knee, left knee to my upper arms. Right leg up to the sky, lots of hands, left knee comes up, and then squeeze it, just cross the midline and reach it towards your right elbow. Okay, back through center, left knee, left elbow, right knee, right elbow, toes to touch, knees to the floor. Ooh, and come to stand on your knees for a sec, right? And as you do, then bring your hands to your heart. Take just a little moment here, standing on your knees or sitting on your heels. You feel this little moment where your energy is felt. So with your eyes closed, right, you can notice everything kind of come to center. And this thing that we talk about, the map of your energy, chakra line, whatever you sort of describe it as, it's like a metaphorical space. It's a place for for your emotions and your energy and your connection to the earth, which is still energetic and emotional, to feel harmonious, right? To sort of gather from what's on the outside to bring the speed, the pace, and the pleasure of being alive right here to your center. Okay? We're going to take one little moment just to kind of close this with a seat. So you'll sit, legs out. Haven't got our Paschimottanasana in yet, right? Like I like to make sure we get at least one of these in because I think it's one of the best parts of the practice. First, staff pose, arms are straight up. And then use that space, right, when you kind of lift up into your inhale, your belly does tone in. You're going to keep that and your belly keeps exhale, pulling in as you exhale and fold over and go towards the feet. And this is for the back because we worked a lot of glutes and back, hamstrings. Your entire nervous system is engaged with your yoga practice, whether you're doing a very light yin or restorative or a aggressive, exciting, energetic power. Your nervous system responds first. So right here, you're just quelling this kind of big energy that you put into this, into the harmony of being the source, right? Back to center. All is well. Happily love. Okay? Whew. On your inhale, you come back upright. Okay, for a little cross-legged moment, right? However you like your asana to be. And close your eyes for a moment. And so this gentle moment to nurture the seal, right? So yes, the seed is blossoming. And we are bringing in the nurturing notes of our environment, the practice, wherever it is you're going to go after you leave your mat today. People you're with, the conversations you have with, all is part of what's nurtured. So I guess the message, and I received this today from Albert, so I'm not trying to proselytize. But the conversations that you do have too, and what comes into that content is also part of the nurturing, right? So how do we want the seed to blossom and to grow, right? So giving it the best possible opportunity. Your hands at your heart. Now gently to yourself, to all hearts abroad. Namaste. Thanks for coming. Yay. Stay cute. Talk soon. That was fun. And if you want the recording of this, if you need some more time with it, if you want to experience this a little later, you can DM me and I will share it. Right, so of course it's going to have, I'm not going to edit it, so it's going to have all my little blathers and my falling and my phone falling and resetting, and you're going to love it. It's